I want to be able to grow hundreds of trees on my property, but if I go and buy every tree, it's gonna cost me a fortune. And so how do I get these trees for basically free? Well, I'm gonna use cuttings. Here I've got just a free growing poplar tree that started growing. I've got all these little branches coming out of the bottom. And so before in the past, what I've done is I've just cut them, stuck them in a bucket of water, and then I planted them in the ground as soon as they started to root out. But that actually had a really poor success rate. I only probably had about 25% survive. So now this year I'm gonna do cuttings, but I'm gonna put them into a pot of soil. So I think I've heard this works a lot better and has a lot better success rate. So I'm gonna try to do this, putting these cuttings into a pot and to see if the success rate is much better. So, and when's the best time to plant a tree? Well, it was 10 years ago, but the best time is right now or in 3 months once these are potted and have grown into the pots. Basically, you can see I've got this line of poplars right here, but I have a lot more property I want to plant trees on. I basically want to have these all the way clear up here around the edges of my property, this whole face. And then I'm going to plant pine trees underneath these. These are my fast growing trees, and then I'll plant the pine trees underneath them. So let's go through the steps of how to actually do this. So the idea is to get these suckers and to cut them down, down around the base of the tree. So now I've got this little sucker, and you peel off all the leaves, and then this will turn into another tree. There's a couple more steps we're gonna do, but just pull all these leaves off. Russ, do you wanna help me? Pull the leaves off. So now, put these all in a bucket, collect a bunch. That will take us to the next step. So now I got a bucket of these. There's a ton in here. So basically, now what you gotta do is you take the bottom of it and you scrape it up real good. And what this does is it will tell the tree that says, hey, grow roots out of this end. All right, so now they got all the bottom scraped up good. Now, it's time to put them in the pots. So here's a bunch of pots that I've bought for different plants, like berries and different things that I planted. And I'm gonna use this topsoil. It's interesting, this stuff said topsoil, multi-purpose topsoil, but really it seems more like a garden mulch. Like it's got a lot of humus and different things in it. So it seems more like a potting soil, which is great because I have plenty of topsoil right there. But this is more like potting soil. So it's like $3 a bag. Okay, now for the most important part. They need daily water. And I'm never gonna do that by hand. So I'm gonna stick it at the end of my automatic sprinkler line. So I've got this hose right here that's watering some lilac bushes and a bunch of berries over here. I was gonna plant a bunch of berries right here, but ran out of berries. So I'm just gonna stick these little emitters. I've got these 2 gallons per hour. Probably could just use 1 gallon per hour. I'm gonna put one of these for every plant and have this automatically watered every day. So that way I don't have to do it. And then in 3 months, hopefully these will be ready to just pop in the ground. I was trying to figure out how to keep the hose in place. So I weaved them. So it's going on the almost every other side of every couple to basically hold the hose in place. Hopefully that does it. I have these little things that hook up to a hose bib, and I freaking love them. They're so amazing. So I'm just gonna program this to come on every day for like an hour. So in each little pot will get 2 gallons of water every day.